Welcome to our channel, Uncle Blogger, which will show you the events of today and every day for 366 days. Stay with us for the next year. This day is 6th of January. And about the historical events for this day, 1066. Following the death of Edward the Confessor on the previous day, the Witan meets to confirm Harold Godwinson as the new King of England. Harold is crowned the same day, sparking a succession crisis that will eventually lead to the Norman conquest of England. 1205. Philip of Swabia undergoes a second coronation as King of the Romans. 1322, Stephen Euros III is crowned King of Serbia, having defeated his half-brother Stefan Constantine in battle. His son is crowned young king in the same ceremony. 1355, Charles IV of Bohemia is crowned with the Iron Crown of Lombardy as King of Italy in Milan. 1449, Constantine XI is crowned Byzantine Emperor at Mystras. 1492, the Catholic monarchs Ferdinand and Isabella enter Granada at the conclusion of the Granada War. 1536, the first European school of higher learning in the Americas, Colegio de Santa Cruz at Tlatelolco, is founded by Viceroy Antonio de Mendoza and Bishop Juan de Zumárraga in Mexico City. 1540, King Henry VIII of England marries Anne of Cleves. 1579, the Union of Arras unites the southern Netherlands under the Duke of Parma, Ottavio Farnese, governor in the name of King Philip II of Spain. 1641, Arako War, the first Parliament of Quilin is celebrated, putting a temporary hold on hostilities between Mapuches and Spanish in Chile. 1661, English Restoration, the fifth monarchists unsuccessfully attempt to seize control of London, England. The revolt is suppressed after a few days. 1721, the Committee of Inquiry on the South Sea Bubble publishes its findings, revealing details of fraud among company directors and corrupt politicians. 1781, in the Battle of Jersey, the British defeat the last attempt by France to invade Jersey in the Channel Islands. 1809, combined British, Portuguese and colonial Brazilian forces begin the invasion of Cayenne during the Napoleonic Wars. 1838, Alfred Vail and colleagues demonstrate a telegraph system using dots and dashes. This is the forerunner of Morse code. 1839, the night of the big wind, the most damaging storm in 300 years, sweeps across Ireland, damaging or destroying more than 20% of the houses in Dublin. 1847 – Samuel Colt obtains his first contract for the sale of revolver pistols to the United States government. 1870, the inauguration of the Musikverein in Vienna, Austria. 1893, the Washington National Cathedral is chartered by Congress. 1900, Second Boer War, having already besieged the fortress at Ladysmith, Boer forces attack it, but are driven back by British defenders. 1907, Maria Montessori opens her first school and daycare center for working-class children in Rome, Italy. 1912, New Mexico is admitted to the Union as the 47th United State. 1912, German geophysicist Alfred Wegener first presents his theory of continental drift. 1929, King Alexander of the Serbs, Croats and Slovens suspends his country's constitution, the January 6 dictatorship. 1929, Mother Teresa arrives by sea in Calcutta, India, to begin her work among India's poorest and sick people. 1930, Plessy Cummins arrives at the National Automobile Show in New York City, having driven a car powered by one of his diesel engines from Indianapolis. 1941, United States President Franklin D. Roosevelt delivers his Four Freedoms speech in the State of the Union address. 1946, the first general election ever in Vietnam is held. 1947, Pan American Airlines becomes the first commercial airline to offer a round-the-world ticket. 1950, the United Kingdom recognizes the People's Republic of China. 30, the Republic of China severs diplomatic relations with the UK in response. 1951, Korean War, beginning of the Gangwon massacre, in the course of which an estimated 200 to 1,300 South Korean communist sympathizers are slaughtered. 1960, National Airlines Flight 2511 is destroyed in midair by a bomb, while en route from New York City to Miami. 1960, the Associations Law comes into force in Iraq, allowing registration of political parties. 1967, Vietnam War, United States Marine Corps and ARVN troops launch Operation Deckhouse 5 in the Mekong River Delta. 1974, in response to the 1973 oil crisis, daylight saving time commences nearly 4 months early in the United States. 1989, Satwan Singh and Keha Singh are sentenced to death for conspiracy in the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. The two men are executed the same day. 1992, President of Georgia's Viad Gamsakhudia flees the country as a result of the military coup. 1993, Indian Border Security Force units kill 55 Kashmiri civilians in Sopore, Jammu and Kashmir, in revenge after militants ambushed a BSF patrol. 1993, 4 people are killed when Lufthansa CityLine Flight 5634 crashes on approach to Charles de Gaulle Airport in Roissy, France. 1994, American figure skater Nancy Kerrigan is attacked and injured by an assailant hired by her rival Tonya Harding's ex-husband during the U.S. Figure Skating Championships. 40, 1995, a chemical fire in an apartment complex in Manila, Philippines, leads to the discovery of plans for Project Bojinka, a mass terrorist attack. 2005, American civil rights movement, Edgar Ray Killen is indicted for the 1964 murders of Cheney, Goodman, and Schwerner. 2005, a train collision in Graniteville, South Carolina, United States, releases about 60 tons of chlorine gas. 2012, 26 people are killed and 63 wounded when a suicide bomber blows himself up at a police station in Damascus. 2017, 5 people are killed and 6 others injured in a mass shooting at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in Broward County, Florida. 2019, 40 people are killed in a gold mine collapse in Badakhshan province, in northern Afghanistan. 2019, Muhammad V of Kelantan resigns as the Yang Dipercanagong of Malaysia, becoming the first monarch to do so. And about today's birthdays: 1976, Richard Zednik, Slovak ice hockey player. 1978, Casey Fossum, American baseball player. 1978, Bubba Franks, American football player. 1981, Asante Samuel, American football player. 1982, Gilbert Arenas, American basketball player. 1982, Roy O'Darcy, New Zealand Rugby League player. 1982, Eddie Redmayne, English actor and model. 1983, Adam Bourish, American ice hockey player. 1984, Kate McKinnon, American actress and comedian. 1986, Paul McShane, Irish footballer. 1986, Petter Northug, Norwegian skier. 1987, Bongani Khumalo, South African footballer. 1989, Andy Carroll, English footballer. 1989 Derek Morgan, American football player. 1991, Will Barton, American basketball player. 1994, Katrina Gray, Filipino-Australian model, singer and beauty queen, Miss Universe 2018. And about the deaths today: 2005, Eileen Desmond, Irish civil servant and politician, 12th Irish Minister for Health. 2005, Lois Hole, Canadian academic and politician, 15th Lieutenant Governor of Alberta. 2005, Tarquinio Provini, Italian motorcycle racer. 2006, Lou Rawls, American singer-songwriter. 2007, Roberta Wallstetter, American political scientist, historian, and academic. 2008, Shmuel Berenbaum, Rabbi of Mia Yeshiva, Brooklyn. 2009, Ron Ashen, American guitarist, songwriter, and actor. 2011, Ako Kafa, Nigerian footballer, coach, and sportscaster. 2012, Bob Holness, South African English radio and television host. 2012, Spike Polar, Australian footballer and soldier. 2013, Ruth Carter Stevenson, American art collector, founded the Amon Carter Museum of American Art. 2013, Gerard Helders, Dutch jurist and politician. 2013, Cho Sung-minutes, South Korean baseball player. 2014, Marina Ginesta, French resistance soldier and photographer. 2014, Nelson Ned, Brazilian singer-songwriter. 2014, Julian Rotter, American psychologist and academic. 2015, Arthur Jackson, American lieutenant and target shooter. 2015, Basil John Mason, English meteorologist and academic. 2016, Pat Harrington, Jr., American actor and screenwriter. 2016, Florence King, American journalist and author. 2016, Christy O'Connor Jr., Irish golfer and architect. 2016, Silvana Pampanini, Italian model, actress, and director, Miss Italy 1946. 2017, Octavio Lepage, Venezuelan politician, President of Venezuela. 2017, Om Puri, Indian actor. 2019, José Ramón Fernández, Cuban Revolution leader. 2019, Lamin Sanneh, Gambian-born American professor. 2019, W. Morgan Shepherd, British actor. 2019, Paul Streeton, Austrian-born, British economics professor. 2020, Richard Mapanya, South African businessman. 2020, Gordon Rennick, Canadian ice hockey administrator and businessman. 2021, James Cross, British diplomat kidnapped during the 1970 October crisis in Quebec. 2022, Peter Bogdanovich, American actor, director, producer, and screenwriter. 2022, Sidney Poitier, Bahamian American actor, director, and diplomat. 2022, Francisco Sunil Jose, Philippine novelist. This video was made by Uncle Blogger, and do not forget to press the subscribe button until you receive the events